Take a nice big shoulder roll right here. Take one more shoulder roll. Take a nice inhale, shoulder roll up, back and down. Let's take an inhale here. Reach your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, blow your breath all the way out. Inhale up. Exhale, blow it out. One more time. Here is your inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Arms stay by your side. Keep sitting tall. Look over your right shoulder. Now look over your left shoulder. Look to the right. Look to the left. We look straight ahead. Chin to chest, stretch for your back. Now lift your head. So think yes, no, only take your head back as far as appropriate for you. So I keep my head only lift a little bit. You might feel good lifting all the way up. Just be aware, lots of nerves, blood vessels down the back of your neck. So you want to be careful when you nod your head up and down. Take one more. We meet with our hands on our lap, seated cow-cat. You lift your chest, inhale. Now round it through your spine as you exhale. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pull your belly in, round through your spine. We have two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, release. Inhale is your lift. Exhale, round, release. We meet, sit up nice and tall. Reach your left arm up. Right fingertips are going to reach towards the floor, side stretch. Reach your right arm up. Left fingertips down, right goes up, a little bit more of a side stretch. Reach your left arm up. Now both your arms are up. Take a twist to the right. Arms come outside your thigh as you add your twist. Fingertips reach up, add your twist to the left. Reach both your arms up. Right arm comes down, reach up and over, side stretch. Left arm reaches up, left arm down. I can't remember what I said. I don't know if I said the right side. Here's the reach up one more time. Gentle twist to the right. Reach up, gentle twist to the left. Reach up. Now bring your fingertips right to your shoulders, add elbow circles. We take our elbows up and around in one direction. Now add your elbow circles in the opposite direction. So think range of motion, and it might be different for each side, each arm, and that's okay. There's your last one. Hands are coming down towards your lap. Lift your right knee, little hug. Set the foot down, lift the left, little hug. So we're adding some movement through our hips here. We do want to keep sitting up tall so we can give ourselves a nice stretch in the back of our leg and our hips. We take our leg up. Now we are going to keep both of our feet on the floor. And as you lift your toes, stretch your fingers. When you lift your heels, make a fist. Lift your toes, stretch. Lift your heels, fist. We lift our toes. We lift our heels. We lift our toes. We lift our heels. One more time of each. Let your hands relax as you bring your right knee into your chest. It can be holding underneath or in front. Hug a little tighter, sit a little taller. Ankle circles in one direction. Ankle circle in the opposite direction. Set your leg down. Bring the left leg up. Here's the hug. Gentle ankle circles in one direction. Gentle ankle circles in the opposite direction. Set the foot down. We're coming into our opening for our hips, so open up your leg. It's a circle open and a slide in. Left foot, circle and slide. Here's the circle, slide in, circle, slide in. So this circle, maybe you like it a little bit smaller. It feels better for your hip joint. That's perfectly fine. You might like to make it larger. Think of this slide in as a soft slide. It's a circle and a slide. Now we're going to switch this, slide out, circle in, slide out, circle in. Slide out, circle in. So you go, make the circle whichever height feels good for you. We have it one more time on each side. Now you can slide both your feet out. So we're gonna slide our feet out. Hands can stay on your thighs. Hinge forward. Top of the head is gonna reach away. Once you're there, let's add some circles with our upper body. So think length, length, length as you bring yourself up and all the way around. We are going to take this in the opposite direction. Here's the big circle up and around. Give yourself a nice stretch forward one more time. Hands on the thighs, feet pressed down. Reach through the top of your head. Bring yourself all the way in. Feet can slide in. We're going into our posture work as we hinge at our hips. Fingertips reach diagonal. Elbows come back. Think goalpost arms. You can even make a little W with your arms. Reach your arms out diagonal. Pull your elbows back. We reach. Now pull your elbows back. Can you squeeze through your mid-back? Here's your reach and your pull back. One more time. Elbows are coming back. Fingertips reach to the side. And then you sweep your fingertips to the back wall. Fingertips to the side. Fingertips towards the back. Here's the side. Here's the sweep back. We're going to do 4 more like this. There's the 4 as you squeeze back. Here comes 3. Here's your 2. And 1 more. You can take your hands to your thighs. Bring yourself all the way up. Big shoulder roll right into a shoulder shrug. Squeeze your arms up. You can palms front. Relax your arms down. Shrug up. Squeeze back. Relax down. Shrug. Squeeze open. Relax. One more time. Shrug. Squeeze. Relax. Arms are going to relax. And we're going to add a marching motion here. Now, first option, you might like to do alternating heel lifts. A little bit more intensity is adding your legs coming up. So which one feels best? That's the one you're going to do. We are going to take our arms to the side, and as you march, add little arm circles. So we are going to keep engaged through our core, and you're adding little circles in one direction, and now little circles in the opposite direction. So your feet are still moving, you're taking your circles around in the opposite direction. Now we're going to add our circles back in one direction, and now can you add the little circles and bring your arms towards the front? So we're going to add little circles, arms come around to the front. And now we take our circles and take it back to a T. You're going to switch the direction of your circles. So whichever direction you're going, you're going to switch it. And then your fingertips come back to the front. And then you take them off to the back. So you're returning to your T. Arms can come by your side. Let your arms come down. Add your bicep curls. And now add toe taps to the front. So as you lift, you're going to add your toe tap and your toe tap. Tap and tap. Keep the toe tapping to the front. Add your side laterals. We're going to take our arms to the side. Keeping your toes going to the front. Push your arms straight up. Let's bring our arms to the front of our chest as we push to the front. And as you do this, can you start taking your toes off to the side? We push to the front and the toe goes to the side. Let's bring our arms by our sides and add side laterals. So our arms and toes go to the side. And you choose, elbows can be bent or they can be straight. Take your leg to a little knee lift. There comes your knee lift, knee lift. We're going to bring our arms to the front, cross them in front, and now add a little twist. We twist and twist, twist and twist. Here's your 4. 3, we are taking this into our out, out, in, arms and legs. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Now we're going to take it and left leg first. So now take it left, right. It's a left, right. Add a little tap, go right, left. So now your right leg goes out. Take it, left leg goes out, little tap. And now what we're going to do is we're going to alternate each time. So it will be a right, left, and left, right. Tap, right, left, left, right. One more time, each side like this. Arms can come down, feet stay to the center, add a little shoulder roll, shake it out, add a drink of water right here. Take a sip of water. And today we're going to start using our hand weights first, and then we'll go to our standing exercises after. Water can slide underneath. We're going to grab our weights, one weight in each hand. Remember, completely optional. You can do the moves without using the weights. You see that I do that when we're warming up. We do our bicep curls and we don't ever have weights. We're going to start by feet down, flat on the floor, leaning forward, and you're going to pull your elbows back. So we're starting with some work for our back. As you lift your elbows, squeeze back. Lift and squeeze back. We're taking 4 like this. Here's your 3. Here's your 2. And now we're taking it to a fly. So open your arms to the outside. Control down. We squeeze up. Bring it down. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. We're doing 2 more. Now you pull your elbows straight back. We're coming back to our row. You're going to squeeze up. Now look, just the right arm comes up. Just the left arm. Just the right arm, and extend the elbow back. Bend. Lift the left. Extend. That's a tricep move. Bring it down. Open up to flies to the side. We'll do 4 flies. 3, 2, you row both your arms up right here. We'll row up for 4, 3, 2. Now listen, left arm only, extend it back. Right arm comes up, extend, there's your tricep. One more time. Left arm up and back. Right arm up and back. Hands can come to your lap. Bring yourself up, sitting up tall, add bicep curls here. Take your bicep curls off to the side. So now we open up a little bit. Elbows are still staying by your side. Shoulders relax. Take it into a side lateral lift. You're going to take your elbows up, bring them down. Lift up, bring them down. Now you can always alternate if that feels better. Take one more. We are going to take our arms up and alternate one at a time. Press one shoulder press, take the other shoulder press, alternate right and left. We're doing this one more time on each side. Now this time, both your arms go up. And we're gonna, if it works for you, now feel free to set one leg down, tricep extensions behind your head as you lift up and down. You're taking 2 more. You can start bringing your arms down. We're gonna bring our arms down. You're gonna open your legs to a V. We're taking our weights in front of us. It's gonna be an upright row. You're gonna pull your arms up, let them come down. Now in upright row, our wrist stays straight. Take a look at your wrist. Your elbows lead, so you slide the weights up the front of your body by leading through your elbows. Let's keep our arms down straight. Lift one arm, right arm to the front, left arm to the front. We're taking one front raise at a time. And it doesn't have to go all the way up to your chest, shoulder, if that's uncomfortable for your shoulder. You can always keep it a little smaller. We take it one more time on each side. We're gonna focus on our bicep. So keep your arms down here. You can face your palm front on the right side. Little angle here. I'm gonna support my elbow on my inner thigh and add some curls right here. Take 2 more. And we switch. Let's focus on the left arm. You bring it over, add your curl. Take one more. Here comes your upright row. Weights are together. And now remember, maybe you want to use just one weight. You can always set one down and lift up right here. So that might feel better for you. Rather than using 2 weights, you use 1. Take 2 more. And it'll be our front raise. So you could choose to alternate if you want it heavier for this, but check it out. If your weight is a little heavy or your shoulders are stiff today, feel free to use both hands with 1 weight. So whichever works best for you. And remember, you always have the choice to alternate. That does alleviate some of the stress. Take 2 more, whichever version you chose. We're coming into our bicep curls. Let's start with the left. Take the left elbow by your thigh, curl up, open, curl, and open. You want to control the weight on the way down as well. So avoid using momentum as you strain your arm. There's your last one. We're switching over to the other side. Here comes the curl and the release. Curl and open. We have 3 more. There's your 3. Here's your 2. There's your last one. Bring yourself up nice and tall. Hands can be on your lap. Bring your feet in. Arms are going to relax by your side. Little crunch to the right, center, crunch to the left. Now, what I want you to think here, this is for your obliques, which are the side abdominals. But what I really want you to do is engage through your core. And don't force yourself to crunch really low. It can be a small little side to side, but I want you to focus on using your abdominals as you lean from one side to the other. We're going to take our 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. And there's your last one. Let's go ahead. Take your weights up. You can set them under your chair. Take a sip of water. We're getting ready to come into our standing exercises. We're starting with our chair squat. I want you to focus on using your lower body. Feet are down on the floor. Now, as we get ready to stand, as we do this squat, it might feel more comfortable to have your feet wider apart. So a wider base will change how it feels to stand up. Hands can be on your lap. Now what you're doing is you're pressing down into your feet. When you're pressing down, that is when your upper body, it comes forward a little bit because you're getting that push into your feet as you get ready to stand. And then we're going to relax. We're going to do 2 more like this. You're going to push, push, push into your feet. When you push down, you get that little bit of a hinge. That's going to be our counterbalance when we stand up. One more time. You're going to push, push, push into your feet. Check it out. Your legs should be really engaged. Can you feel your legs? And then relax. This time we're standing up. If you want to use your chair, use your chair. Otherwise, press into your feet. Lift yourself up. Take a couple more squats here. Now, the squat is about moving your hips back as if you're going to sit back down in your chair. You would move your hips back as if you're going to sit down and bring yourself up. We're taking 2 more. And here comes your last one. Keep yourself up tall. Bring yourself behind your chair. Now we're going to add a squat. I'm taking us behind our chair so that you have it for balance. It is going to be a squat down, and you're going to bring yourself up, lift a side leg. You'll be squatting down. Chair is here. Balance, lift your leg to the side. Squat down. Remember, hips go back. If it bothers your knees, 1, we need to make sure our hips are going back. 2, if that just isn't working for you, keep it small, little hinge, press, lift up, extend. Here's your squat and your side leg lift. One more time, each side like this. Now I'm going to add one more element. We are going to keep the squat. So take your next squat, lift the leg to the side. We're going to stay up and balance. So once you're here, lift, balance, point your toes, add a little circle. And you might feel this in the standing leg as well as the top leg. Switch the directions for the circle. We have the other side. Foot is coming down. Take your squat. Lift. Heel is coming up first. Point the toes. Add your circle in one direction. Add your circle in the opposite direction. Foot comes down, little squat. Stand all the way up. Bring your heels under your hips. Add your heel lift as you come up. And you bring yourself down. Now we are going to add the lift of our arms. I'll be lifting one at a time. Chair is here if you want it. Lift up. Exhale, release. It's a lift. Now, if you're feeling great today, I kept one hand on the chair, but you might choose lift both. Bring it down. Can you do one more big lift up? Release it down. Keep both your feet down. Hip circles. We're taking our hips around in one direction. You are taking your hips around in the opposite direction. Coming into our step touch, we step to the right. We step to the left. We step to the right. Keeping this, you could step up and over. That would add a little balance challenge. Can you step up and over, up and over? Or it's a little up and over. We're taking it one more time to each side. Let's meet over on the right side of our chair. We're going into our weight shift, working on our balance and our strength. Stand on both your feet, you're up tall. Let the weight come into your left foot. Heel comes up on the right side. You might lift it a little higher. Lift it a little higher, it's a knee lift. Chair is here if you want it. Maybe it's a finger. So today it's just one finger holding, or you lift all the way up. We set the right foot down. Both your feet are down. Shift your weight to the right foot. Heel comes up. Maybe you're working here. Maybe it's a little lift. Knee might come all the way up. You set the foot down. We're going to do that one more time. Shift. Now you're working with whatever version feels best for you. It could be a knee up or not. Set the foot down. Here comes the other side. Shift the weight. Heel lift. Foot lift. Knee lift. Set the foot down. We step behind your chair. It's our double step touch to the left, double to the right. You're familiar with this. If you want to start crossing your feet, that is a great option to challenge your balance. If it's not appropriate for your hips, or you just are like, no, I don't want to do it, then you would keep your double step touch. So you have options to choose what works for you each and every day as you take your movement. We are going to meet over on the left side. We want to work on our tightrope motion. You're going to take one heel to the front of the toes. Remember, you can always open it up a little bit. It's whichever one. Where did you want to take it today? We do want to check to make sure our weight is in both feet. Sometimes we lean all the way back on just the back foot. Sometimes we lean only on the right. Can you get it in both your feet? Hands can go up, but you always have the option to keep the hand down on the chair. From there, we add our twist one direction. Bring it to center. Add your twist to the opposite direction. We meet in the center. We're adding our heel lift one more time. Here comes the heel lift. I kept my hand on the chair. Feel free to take your hand away if today is a really good balance day. You would let your heels come down, and we would switch, take it to the other side. Heel to toe. Or you can open up a little bit. That gives you a little wider base. That might feel better. Once you have your weight in both your legs, add your twist off to one side. To center, we take it off to the other side. Return to center. Heels come up. That's also an option. You might choose to keep your heels down. Release your heels down, uncross your legs. You can meet behind your chair. Heels are underneath our hips. We're taking a stretch. Hands would be on your chair. Think, push your hips into the back wall. And that is two things. We want to keep our back straight. And we're going for a stretch down the back of our thighs. So by pushing our hips back, you can get that stretch through the back of your legs, your hamstrings. Start bringing yourself all the way up. Now we're going to stretch out our calf muscle while we're standing. Take your right foot forward. I took it next to the chair so you can see my feet. Left foot is back, and you're going to stretch your lower leg. Now, if you're not feeling a good stretch in the lower leg or calf muscle, take a peek at your heel and see if your heel is behind your toes. Often what we do is we let our heel come in. It still might feel a stretch there, but you're not catching straight down the center back of your calf. And then if you still don't feel it, there's a chance your hips are rotating. Maybe we can bring them straight forward. We're going to bring ourselves up. Take the left foot towards the back of the chair. Right foot is back. Take a peek at your toe, at your heel. So you'll see I usually do that. I like to let my heel do all kinds of crazy stuff. And then here comes hips. And think about long stretch. And so the goal of this is really our calf muscle, the lower leg in the backside. Now, if your shins are tight, you might feel a stretch in different areas down your shin. We're going to bring ourselves up, and today we're going to also stretch our hamstrings while we're standing. So if you want to come next to your chair, have it here for balance. Take your right foot in front, toes can be up, and let your hips slide back. So you're going to let the hips slide back, and we're going for a stretch in our hamstring. Now, little things, if you don't feel the stretch, there's a really good chance you let your hips go to the side. As you level your hips, you're going to start bringing the stretch more into your hamstring. We're going to bring ourselves up, take it over to the other side. Take the opposite foot to the front, let your hips slide back. And again, what are your hips doing? Can you feel the stretch in the back of your thigh? Little side note, if your calves tend to be tight, you might feel it all the way down to your heel. That's what happens when the back of our legs are a little tighter. We're going to bring ourselves all the way up. I do want to add hip circles one more time. Let your hips relax a little bit. Take it around in one direction. Take it around in the opposite direction. You can add a little marching movement for some movement in your hips. And let's have a seat on our chair. Bring yourself around. Take a sip of water once you get there. We're going to add some more stretching for our upper and our lower body. Start by bringing your right knee all the way into your chest so you get the big hug right here. Can you sit a little bit taller? Hug your knee a little bit closer. So we're deepening this stretch a little bit. Let's point our toes down towards the floor. That's going to give us a stretch down the front of our leg. And then you pull your toes up towards the ceiling and you'll feel the change. We point our toes, we pull our toes. We point, we pull. This time add a little ankle circle, soft, gentle. I'm taking this right into our figure 4, which means I'm taking the ankle over the thigh. This isn't appropriate for everybody. You might straighten the bottom leg. That might feel better. Or you cross your ankles all the way down and take your stretch there. So it's a figure four, wherever it works for you. And then let's flex, pull your toes in so you protect the knee. A little lean forward is an option, but you don't have to take it. We are going to bring ourselves all the way up here. Now, as long as it works for you, finish crossing your legs. So we're going to have our legs crossed, but you might have your legs crossed low. That's okay. Our right leg is on the top. We're going to give ourselves a big hug here. Left arm is going to be on the bottom. Give yourself a big hug. And now what we're going to do, elbows are going to release towards our chest. And now you're going to inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, let your elbows relax towards your chest. Inhale as you lift your elbows. Exhale, relax down. Here's the lift and the lower. We're taking two more. You lift, so it's a shoulder stretch. And we're also adding a couple other elements as we lift and lower. Here's your last one. You would open your arms all the way up. Let your fingertips come behind on the back of your chair. Lift your chest open. Feel the stretch through the chest, the shoulders. Then you relax. Uncross the top leg. We're now taking the left knee in towards your chest. Here comes a hug, and you can always keep it behind your thigh. You might take it to the front. We've done more movement, so you might be able to hug the knee in a little closer. Here comes the point of your toes, and you pull your toes up. Point your toes down, pull your toes up. We point, we pull. Little circles, take it around, and they're gentle, they're soft. We don't need to force our circles. Now this is where we take it into our figure four. I'm taking my ankle over my thigh. Now this works okay for me. Some days though, I do strain the bottom leg. That works better. And some days it just feels best if you cross your ankles low. So you find what works for you. And then if you want the little lean forward, just pull your toes in so you're flexing your foot. Let's bring ourselves all the way up. We finish crossing our leg here. Top leg is all the way over. Remember all your options of what is best for you. They're all good variations. We're going to open our arms. This time the right arm is on the bottom as you give yourself a big hug. You let your elbows come down, relax against your chest. Now you lift as you inhale, lower as you exhale. Lift with an inhale, lower as you exhale. We lift and we lower. We're doing this two more times. Lift your elbows, inhale, lower, exhale. One more time, lift, lower, let your elbows relax down. Here comes our fingertips reach open. Let your fingertips come towards the back of your chair. Lift your chest, big opening here. And then you relax, uncross your legs. We're going to take them out wide into a V. Hands can come onto your thighs as you start with a stretch through the top of your head. Let's take our right forearm to our thigh. Left arm is going to reach. So feel the length here. Can you add a little more stretch? Now, if you want to take it deeper, your bottom arm can come down straight as you open. And then when you do that, your top hand can reach up towards the ceiling. Release the top arm down. We have the other side. Left arm, forearm to the thigh. Reach. There's the length. You see if you can straighten out your elbow. Now, if you're feeling good here, Bottom hand goes down straight and you use it to open your thigh a little bit more. This top hand fingertips go up towards the ceiling. You're adding a little more stretch here. Go ahead, bring yourself back up. Hands can come to the inside of your thigh. Add a gentle twist, left shoulder towards your left thigh. Take it off to the other side. Bring it to the center. You're going to press, bring yourself up. You're going to let your feet come in. We are taking a cow cat here. Mobility through the spine. We did this when we started. We're going to add a couple more right here so you get that nice movement as you lift one vertebrae at a time. Open your chest, inhale. Let the chin come in, let your belly pull in, round. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round, release. We're going to meet sitting up tall. Take your hands behind your head, open your elbows, press your head back. This is for your posture. You're sitting up tall. Let your elbows come to the front. You're going to keep them to the front. Take this stretch right here. Open up, elbows to the side. Fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Bend the right arm, add a tricep shoulder stretch here. Now this doesn't feel comfortable. Remember, you can come around the front as well. Both your fingertips reach up. Left hand is coming down, elbow towards the ceiling. Reach both your hands up. Now when you come down, palms are towards the front. Little wrist stretch on the way down. Let your shoulders come down. Fingertips are going to come towards the floor. Now we're going to take our hands, press them together. Lift your elbows. It's a wrist stretch. Let your shoulders, elbows come down. Take your pinkies together. The back of your hands are facing forward. Back of the hands are coming together as you add a stretch one more time through your wrist. We're going to release, add wrist circles around in one direction. Take your wrist circles around in the opposite direction. Here is your gentle twist off to the right. Sit up a little taller. Now, as long as it's okay for your neck, you can look a little further off your shoulder. We take it to the other side. Here comes the twist. You're sitting tall, little twist. Then you would look, add a little bit more gaze over the back shoulder. Bring yourself to the front. Big shoulder roll as you let your shoulders come back and down. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Let your left fingertips reach away. It's a neck stretch. Lift your head. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Fingertips are reaching away. Lift your head. Add your shoulder roll. Here's your big inhale. We inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it all out. 2 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, blow it out. 1 more time. Here comes your inhale. Here is your exhale. And I want to thank you all very much for joining me today. Thank you.